You're 37,000 feet above the Earth, cruising along the clear skies, when suddenly, everything goes wrong. The unimaginable happens. All four engines of a plane fail mid-flight, and no one knows if they'll survive. This is the terrifying true story of British Airways Flight 9, a flight that faced one of the most horrifying in-flight crises ever recorded. All four engines failed, and somehow, they lived to tell the tale. On June 24, 1982, Flight 9 was a routine journey from London Heathrow to Auckland, New Zealand, with 247 passengers and crew on board. Everything seemed normal until, without warning, the unimaginable happened. Out of nowhere, the engines begin to sputter. One by one, they shut down. The pilots try to restart them, but the nightmare continues. The unthinkable has occurred. All four engines have failed. Can you even imagine? At 37,000 feet, with no engines, no power, the crew is in a race against time. They have minutes to figure out what went wrong, and even less time to save everyone on board. Inside the cabin, chaos is just beginning to unfold. Passengers, unaware of the severity of the situation, hear the captain's voice, calm but urgent. We've lost all four engines. We're going to try and make it to Jakarta. The plane begins to lose altitude. Fast. The crew is in a race against time to find a way to land. But there's a terrifying complication. The engine failure wasn't caused by a mechanical fault. It was the result of something far more bizarre and dangerous. Unknown to the crew, a volcanic eruption in Indonesia had sent a cloud of fine ash into the sky, an ash cloud so thick it was invisible to the naked eye. The pilots never saw it coming. This ash cloud was the silent killer. As the plane flew through it, the fine particles clogged the engine intakes and caused the engines to fail one by one. It was a danger that had never been encountered on a commercial flight before, and no one knew how to fix it. In the cockpit, the pilots are facing a true crisis. Captain Eric Moody, with more than 20 years of flying experience, and his crew must rely on their training and quick thinking to get the plane back under control. But the odds are stacked against them. With no engines, they turn to glide. This is their only chance. The plane is a giant glider now, and the crew's focus is on finding a nearby airport to land at. But Jakarta, their intended destination, is still hours away, and the situation is growing more desperate by the minute. Through sheer determination, and with the help of air traffic control, they manage to navigate the plane away from dangerous terrain and toward an emergency landing site. But they don't know if they'll make it, if the plane will glide far enough, or if it will simply drop out of the sky. Time is running out. The plane is losing speed. The landing gear is coming down, but the runway is still miles away. It's now or never. Miraculously, the plane manages to glide long enough to make a perfect emergency landing in Jakarta. All 247 people aboard, passengers and crew alike, survive the harrowing ordeal. We were out of options. All we could do was focus and stay calm. The aircraft was completely powerless. We were gliding, hoping that we'd make it, and somehow we did. Against all odds, the unthinkable happened. British Airways Flight 9 became one of the most remarkable survival stories in aviation history. The engine failure, caused by an unexpected volcanic ash cloud, could have meant disaster, but thanks to the bravery of the flight crew, everyone walked away alive. This incredible incident would forever change the way we understand the dangers of volcanic ash clouds and the power of human resilience in the face of terror. But for the passengers and crew of British Airways Flight 9, one thing was clear: against all odds, they had survived a miracle. Flight 9 wasn't just a close call. It was a reminder of the unpredictability of nature and the unshakable courage of those who are willing to face the impossible.